nigga get rich, bitch, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. MLB, I see gang, nigga, tap in. Tap, tap,
and you are now listening to the Carefree Black Girl podcast, where everything is carefree, black, and girl. Hey, y'all. Welcome to season 5 of the Carefree Black Girl podcast. So this season, we'll be having a lot more mini episodes. We're going to have like a new logo. We're going to be, doing getting a lot more tea, right? And just a lot more dope guests. So thank you to everybody who's been tuned in since season 1, and anybody who's been with us since the beginning of season 4, Atlanta. We appreciate y'all rocking with us, and we're looking forward to doing season 5. Burr, 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 burr. Sound effects. Air horn. Bomb. But what's going on, y'all? It is DJ Candy Raine.
Hey, it's Carpe Nika, or Nika. Call me Nika.
And it's Cidnee Rich.
Ooh, Rich.
So what y'all been up to?
Girl.
We're missing our girl, Haley E.
Yes.
Shout out to our girl, our college girl in these streets.
College girl out
back
here.
Back at CAU one time for the AUC.
One time for the AUC. One time to all the college kids out here, trying to navigate through these weird
college in
times.
2020.
Yeah, who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought, man? So what I'm not doing is happily not trying to navigate those streets, because
blessing.
Yeah, really a blessing.
I just feel like my money being wasted.
That's how I feel.
At this point.
Like something's being wasted, something's happening. And again, we definitely feel for all you college kids. I really hope they're not making y'all pay for like room and board if you're not actually there. Like, that's bogus as hell. I don't know how you can charge me for room and board when I'm not staying in the room and there's nothing to be boarded
there.
Like
they charge you for like random stuff like tech fees.
Yeah, I'm not there to be in the computer lab. What are you talking about?
Fitness fee, like cleaning fee, all this stuff. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So again, salute to all the college gals who are listening. We are with you. Either if you're, freshman, senior, whatever. Just try to navigate through this time as best as possible.
Steph.
Yeah.
Shout out to my niece, freshman,
hey.
KSU.
What school?
Kennesaw State.
Hey, I almost went there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they I don't know what happened, but they had really nice apartments. But I didn't
The birds for you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
They had really great housing. That attracted me.
Yeah, but
you chose the right one.
Chose the right one for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I actually what I've been up to. I've been DJing a lot. I have an online radio show that I do every Tuesday and Wednesday.
Dope.
So I've been doing that. Shout out to Spark FM. That's actually black owned in Boston. You guys will be hearing more about that. And speaking of Boston, I actually went back to Boston about 2 weekends ago, and I was able to put together a kickball tournament, which was really, really cool, somewhat sporadic, and it was all like COVID safe. I know we've talked about it on the podcast, so I don't want to sound very contradictory about that. But I just felt like, one, it's the summertime. I gotta do something. I believe in capitalizing and optimizing the time that you have. We may not get this time back. I don't know if I'm gonna have next week to try to do something, so I'm gonna take advantage now.
We don't know when it's gonna end.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. God forbid I can walk out here and get hit by a bus. I'm happy I went and played that kickball game. So I'm taking a little bit more risk than others, but I'm also being very, very safe. So I got tested before I went there, and I got tested when I came back, and it was all negative. So
love to hear it.
Yeah, so I'm being responsible about it, right? Like taking those little things, making sure everybody had a mask on, doing temperature checks. We were still social distancing, so did that, and
beautiful.
That just trying to figure out how the rest of this year about to end, man.
Exactly.
So, yeah. What about you, ladies?
I've kind of been on a similar wave. I've been just plotting myself. I feel like the fall's about to be really prosperous.
Yes.
Popping. So just kind of getting my everything lined up. I have a lot of ideas. Just trying to transition to this digital world since we can't do like events. Like I do Broke to Dope. So we do a lot of pop-up shows and like events every month. So it's just kind of been like a transition, just being completely digital and like getting that digital audience outside of the audience. Like we kind of built a community, you
Yeah,
know,
for
like people
sure.
were coming to every event. People like our little family. I miss everybody.
Me, I was definitely.
I definitely want to keep doing events, but like you said, like this whole like I just want to make sure people are safe. So
right.
just transitioning to this digital world. Y'all might hear some stuff coming on in the next couple months. I don't want to speak just yet, but just know we plotting.
I like it. We love it. We love to hear it.
Flames.
And the upcoming birthday girl.
Is that
Virgo, stand up. Is
that season?
Okay. This month, well, on my birthday, which is the 31st, will be a month since I launched my tarot website, which came out July 31st, experiencearcana.com. And that's been going really well. It's been so great, like just connecting with people on that in that way, because I feel like I'm doing my little piece of the pie when it comes to this craziness that we're in. Yes. And I also get to do in-person COVID safe readings at a spa here in Atlanta called Ode to Wonder. And that's been really great too. Last weekend I had a spa party with 3 women and they're like 3 close friends, and they had the whole space to themselves. So cool. Getting to engage with people in a different way. Just like Nika said, I'm used to festival life and events. But being able to switch and have more intimate connection with people has really been very fulfilling. So I'm excited and looking forward to the fall as well, just growing. If anyone out there has any wellness partnerships that they want to connect with,
I know that's
manifest
right.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so things have been going good. And we're turning up now and focusing on November 3rd. That's what I'll be doing.
Okay. Tell him. And I know we're going to get into that a little bit later.
Yes.
And you know what? Shout out to you, because I've been seeing that you've been getting your flowers on the timeline as far as, since it's your birthday, let's gas you up real quick, right?
Hey.
So let's gas you up. The chance
One time for Cidnee.
Yeah. So I've been seeing a lot of people been giving you your flowers just as far as like your political knowledge. And I think that's dope, because I think the more that people become aware of it, you are now going to be, you know, that contact person for people. So, you know, earlier in season 4, we talked about finding someone, if you don't know what the hell is going on, to do it, right? So you have kind of been that person for our little tribe, and salute to you, because it's not easy knowing all this stuff.
Right.
And
following
it, being able to give unbiased opinions and facts, because I think that's one thing that does get twisted in the political world is, you know, things can get a little shaky there. So, you know, big salute to you. And of course, if you're listening, you got questions, holla at our girl. Like,
do
holla at her for the readings and for your political stuff. You dig?
Received. And I appreciate that. It's very interesting. People that I've been coming in contact with have said the same thing. Like, thank you for being open and speaking about politics, because it really does help me.
Yes.
And when I hear that feedback, I'm like, thank you.
Absolutely.
That's really all I care about, is just us as people, Black people specifically, being empowered and being educated and knowing that we all have access to all of this. And so it's not just theirs, it's ours. Right. And so thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. You deserve, man. You deserve.
Yeah.
Hey, Romo, you crazy.
Ay. He in his feelings, he called me to tell me it's over again. He sending money again. Nigga, a dummy again. He think gon' play him again. Why did he want some to do it again? He coming right over again. Ay. He gotta come fuck me again. Ay. He back in his feelings, he calling me just to come tell me it's over again. It ain't easy to leave me, believe me. I'm a hood bitch, motivation just like Jeezy. Make a hood nigga go to church just like Geezy. Leave a rich nigga dead broke, bitch, I'm greedy.
So I don't want to take the spotlight away from you or anything, but we do have to kind of shout out our Carefree Black Girl of the Week.
Yes, it's much deserved.
My favorite part of the podcast.
Yes. So I think I should be able to say this name correctly, right?
Yes.
So.
Naomi Osaka.
Osaka.
Ding,
That's
ding,
what I
ding,
think.
ding.
Sounds
So-
good to me.
Yes.
All right. So she is a lovely 22-year-old tennis star. And again, this is our Carefree Black Girl of the Week. And we're highlighting her because in the midst of all of this stuff and we're trying to protest against brutality, we still have brutality going on. And a man by the name of Jacob Blake, correct?
Yes.
He was murdered. Well, sorry, he wasn't murdered. He survived, thank goodness. But he was shot 7 times by the police. The NBA took a stand not too long ago and did not play on a game that, a night that they were expecting to be played. And other superstars, kind of stood in solidarity with them. Now, Naomi was a little bit different because she is like, I'm not playing at all.
Right.
Yeah, so the NBA players kind of went back to work where she's kind of like really trying to kind of sit in her stance. And we're just applauding her for even just taking that stance. She's a single player. She's a black player, tennis player.
She's a celebrated player. Yes. She's made a lot of achievements to be so young, to be 22.
Yeah, because she beat Serena last
Right.
So she's risking a lot right now. She's risking a lot for not even playing. So
minus the money, minus everything else, in those worlds, you deal with a lot of people who unfortunately don't look like us. So that's why it's such a big deal. So, big salute to her and anybody else who's out there taking stands and strikes in solidarity to all the BS that's going on, man. It's like, how are we protesting something and it's still happening as we're like, do y'all not see why we're doing what we're doing? You know what I mean? It's like, so big salute to her for holding that down.
They see it.
Yeah,
they see it. It's been going on. So we even see in sports, this kind of have been the trend lately of them like boycotting. Just because of what's been going on in the world. We had Colin Kaepernick from the jump taking a knee, and a lot of people now are apologizing to him because that was 2014 or so.
Bro.
And we're 2020 now, and we're still seeing the same instances of this police brutality, these black men getting shot for no reason, black women getting killed in their homes. Like, it's just like, why aren't they paying attention? So if this is what we need to do, if we don't need sports, that's what y'all love, America's pastime, America loves sports, we need to go ahead and shake something.
I got so irritated the other day because they were talking about it on the news, and there was a anchor on there and someone that's been in the sports industry for a long time, and he bothered me because he was basically saying that is the only platform that these men have. So by striking or boycotting, you're not using your platform, and that made me annoyed because it's like, oh, so you think that their voice gets diminished when they're not playing a game,
and that's why we need to boycott.
Exactly.
Y'all don't respect us. Y'all do not respect us. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. I just, people say the craziest things, and I appreciate them using their platform. I know it's a Carefree Black Girl podcast, but I do want to just touch base about what the NBA did, because it's like people were kind of upset at them because they went back to play, and maybe they shouldn't have, but at the end of the day, we're not them. We don't know what is in their contract is. We don't know what ramifications they get if they don't play under certain circumstances. It's COVID. You don't know when your next big check going on. So, and we also don't know what happened behind the scenes. I think today that they announced that there were some people in the actual corporate NBA who took strikes. So who's to say that, the players and those people were in cahoots and did that, hey, we gonna play, but y'all hold it down here. Right. So that's why sometimes I get mad at social media for being so quick to react. It's like, hold on, y'all, think real quick. Think real quick, right? We're not all dummies out here. We all know how to play games. Right. So if they did this, don't think they're not with the shits for, a better term.
Mm-hmm. They had, and Michael Jordan was actually one of the people that came in and was a facilitator of these talks of them going back to work. And but what came, because he was completely non-political, as we all saw in the documentary. And what they actually came to a consensus on is the voting, registering people to vote, and the voting platform. So now they're shifting this strike or boycott into action. And that's what the white folks want to say all the time. Okay, well, what are you gonna do?
What are y'all gonna do? The hell?
Right. So in that response, it's okay, so now we're using our platform to advocate for voting.
Yep.
And obviously, we're not voting for Orange Man. Here we go. There you go. You happy? Like, no, they never are.
No, they never are.
That was nice to hear that it's not just like, oh, we're going back to work.
Right. There was some type of follow up, and I can appreciate them taking that stance even more because there was one. And shout out to the WNBA players, because this is a Carefree Black Girl podcast, because they've been very, very active for a long time. And I don't know if everyone follows sports, but there's a player by the name of Maya Moore. She was very popular when she was popular, and she still is. She has actually taken time off from the WNBA to do activism work. She's helped a man get out of prison who was falsely accused of something. I don't want to give the wrong information, so that's why I'm kind of being very vague about it, but you can literally look it up, right? So the WNBA, those players have been putting in work for a long time, and it's nice to just see the NBA finally hop on board with it, in this way, because the NBA does way better than the NFL, could ever. But, it's nice to see that whole basketball organization as a whole do that. So I'm scared to see what happens when football season comes.
It makes me sad.
Is it even coming?
It's coming, because they're like...
Now that, I don't know how that's going to happen. There's literally 50 players on a team. Like, not even
traveling.
the coaches. Yeah, then they're cheerleaders.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a great idea.
But
no,
it would be
it's
pointless
slated
to have like in football, having no people in the stadium. I can see baseball. That's a calm sport. But football, nobody is going to be at the field, like in the stadium.
Yeah, what am I
That's
playing
not the
for?
same. That's like kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
Like the whole, we all cheer behind our, yeah.
Basketball's different because you have just talking rights within,
you guys are talking shit to each other.
Yeah, but it's like football, we just here for nobody.
And that's my favorite. And that's what makes me so angry that they're so slow to all of this.
And that's where it kind of started, this whole sports shit.
Shout out to Colin. I wonder how he feels right now. How do you think he feels seeing this stuff?
He's probably happy but pissed.
Hell yeah, where were y'all 6 years ago?
I haven't seen him be too vocal yet about it, speak up, but I'm sure he feels a way. He's like, all I did was kneel.
Right.
I could have did worse. All I did was kneel.
Right. So you got a point there. You got a point. I kneeled, and then we all in this big old uproar.
Isn't that interesting that speaking out is such a big problem? Because we saw what happened with our girl Meg.
Meg.
Can y'all believe?
Protect Meg.
That response to her.
Y'all, I was pissed, and I was ready to get in a whole bunch of men's asses. Okay?
Yes. The whole situation from jump has just been a bunch of memes about her, gifs about her, just trash talk. So it's kind of like she was the victim. People are not really not realizing that. And is it because, I guess it's because she's a taller woman, a bigger woman? I don't know. Why are people not being sympathetic to her? The stallion complex, they think she's too strong.
That you a weak motherfucker. And I'm sorry, that's so lame. Keep going though. That's a lame ass excuse. You soft.
Right.
But
intimidated by her, maybe, I don't know. But essentially, she did confirm that Tory Lanez was the one who shot her in her feet, and she had to, people were just saying that she's lying, she's not telling the truth, whatever. So she had to go to Instagram to prove herself instead of, I guess, kind of healing from this moment. She had to prove herself. People are just coming back and forth oh, she's a liar, da-da-da. But then after she proved herself and she said what was going on, now they're saying she's a snitch, is this and that. Absolutely. Why would you say that? I don't know.
Okay, so someone shot you, and you're just supposed, I get it. I get the code. I get the street code. I get the culture code.
Tory ain't
But that's the problem. We have to understand that if we don't call out just blatant things that are wrong in all instances, then that carries no weight when a police officer uses a gun towards someone. It's got to be all across the board. So if it's us against each other, in this instance with Tory and Megan, That's wrong. No one should be using their gun in a aggressive way towards another person, especially a black woman who was trying her best to pretend like it didn't even happen.
Trying to walk away, bro. I'm walking away.
She was in a bikini, but Meg gave her us her perspective why she didn't speak out. Because I was one of the people who was like, Meg, what's going on? Why don't you just tell us what happened? What's the situation? Like,
of course,
what's with all this? She's living her like life. I know she's healing, but like, what's the details? But she pretty much was just like, in that moment, she felt scared that the police, all this stuff going on with the police. He's a black man with a gun on him. She didn't know what could happen to him, if he could even get hurt himself. And it's just like that type, the fact that she even had to think that way,
putting him into consideration, and he wasn't putting no thoughts of her into consideration.
That is crazy. So when the police did come, she didn't want to give him up in that moment because of that. And that's just like,
yo, that's the ultimate, like, black women protect men,
always
black men. And like it's not, it's in our nature, yo. Like, if you with your boys and you see something about to pop off, you're naturally going to want to protect them, even if they tell you to move, get out the way. Like, you're naturally gonna be like, no, like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's sickening, and that's what makes me even mad about the response that, you know, of course, like, that's what makes me mad about the response. It's like, yo, she was trying to actually hold him down. She didn't even say nothing when it first happened. She was quiet. She didn't say it, but y'all talking about she didn't get shot, saying all this stuff like we said before. Oh, he probably shot her because blah blah blah. It's like, you know, I know we all sit and read on our phones. So what do you think these artists do? I know that had to be getting to her. You know what I mean? And she probably still hasn't been done grieving her mother's passing, her grandmother's passing. So for all of this to be going on, and for people to be like, she's a snitch, she's whack, I would have shot her too, she's like, y'all are dumb. Like, y'all are dumb. Y'all shouldn't be trusted. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, how could that even be a thought process? Like, the fact that you could even think like that, it's scary, because it's like, you really don't respect women. There's no way that you can respect women, and even joking around about it wasn't funny to me. I'm like, I get that we joke around about certain things, but there's just some things that we don't joke about. You know what I'm saying? Just like we don't joke about Kobe's death. Like, I just feel like there's some things that you should respect. And I feel like Megan is just one of those sweethearts. She has literally been nothing but a sweetheart. She hasn't came in this game and done anything where we're looking at her like, whoa. So for her to just get that backlash from men, I feel like these niggas is hating on this woman who's on her shit.
They're
like,
insecure.
Yeah, they are very insecure, and they're showing it, and it's nasty. And I want y'all to go figure that out. Like, go figure that out.
It's weird, but that's why social media, I'm telling you guys, all of this goes back to social media. And I know we all love it, and I know we all use it, and we all need it because we now work through it. Right. But it causes this unrealistic narrative to be put out there and spoken about. Because chances are, anyone that took the time to tweet or post something negative in response to Meg would not do that in real life. No, they would not feel that way in real life. They wouldn't feel that way towards their mom, or even a strange woman they saw in real life. They wouldn't feel that way. So I think social media is just such cap, and it pisses me off, because then we feel like we're more divided than we really are. Because if it really came down to it, everyone understands that was wrong.
Come on,
but it's just more entertaining, or I'm gonna be funny,
and it's like these likes and these retweets. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Exactly.
No,
there's like nothing that she could have done to like been worth him shooting her in the feet.
Insane.
Like, and what if having a gun? Even if he was just like, what made you that upset?
Or even if he accidentally shot her. Like, I don't even know how that would have happened.
You cannot accidentally shoot somebody.
From the back. From the back. Like, they are turned around.
You cannot accidentally shoot somebody. If that trigger go off, that means that you meant to shoot that motherfucker. So he purposely did that. And maybe he meant to aim at the ground near her, and he ended up hitting her foot. But dummy, what if you hit her calf? What if you hit her leg? Like, we have main arteries in her in our legs.
No,
like,
either way, inappropriate.
Like, he just a big.
But we understand understand proper gun use should be in like protection.
Yes.
And what was she doing? Was she trying to hurt you? She was not trying to hurt him being turned around that way. Because how would he have shot her foot any other way than her being turned the other way? Like,
it's just very unfortunate. I just really don't like how people can use social media and be so cruel to a human and think that it's okay just because they're popular.
Right.
It's
nasty. Really disgusting, and it's really like, it's causing us to be just garbage.
It's making me and my homegirls upset. How about that?
Very upset.
It's making me
Very
and my
upset.
homegirls upset.
We
and
love
don't
you,
like
Meg.
it. We love you over here.
We do love Meg,
And,
we're still rallying behind her even from the jump because she is still making so much
That
like
wop,
history,
wop, wop.
and we just kind of see like we can see
That
like
video was wild.
as much success she has reached, she's also has just gone through so much like trial and like so much from her
She
mom.
ain't put out her first album yet, yo.
And she's chocolate and cute, and we always talk about that too, right? And then we have a cute little chocolate girl, and we want to act like turn her into the bad guy. See, we don't even appreciate when we have stuff.
Something, a little something. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's like I said, it's making me and my homegirls upset, but we're happy that I'm happy that she spoke out, but I hate that she had to do it. If that
Absolutely.
makes sense.
Right, especially if her intent was to just heal from this,
Right, and keep
like,
it pushing and
keep it going because she doesn't have to talk about it. She really doesn't owe us that.
nope.
I'm curious. Like, I have a lot of questions.
And her
but I'm mind my business.
Yeah, her North Tory lanes are affiliated with street things as far as I'm concerned. So you can't snitch. Like there's no we didn't do a crime together and I'm like, nah, he did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there that just whole thing was just really, really silly. When Megan ever does her biopic and she has her own chronicles, it is going to be nuts because this is only the first 4 years of her career.
Right.
She got another 15 in her. She easily got another 15
She definitely has
in her.
longevity if she's doing all this. Like,
What?
Of course.
What?
Of course. And she's been keeping it real the whole time.
The whole time. Very
she
genuine.
just has to really be mindful of the people in her circle because anything could go. So she just has to be more mindful. Hopefully more loving people around her. We're uplifting her right now.
Yeah, we're definitely.
We love you,
uplifting her.
Meg. We lifting you up because you're doing your thing. You're doing your thing for Black women. You're making history. So it's just like
straight up.
Tell you I got this ring. Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride that dick. You really ain't never got him fucking for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots, hang your coat for this wet ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass pussy. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet ass pussy.
There's a lot of things making history these days.
Yeah.
So the USPS is like one of the longest running services that America has. Okay, it's completely
that's America.
It's America. It's completely nonpartisan. It always has been. It's a service, which means, which I found out my sister is a postal worker, by the way.
That's cool.
So I found this out that we do not pay, as a taxpayer, we do not pay the USPS. We do not fund them.
Who the hell does?
They're funded
Through stamps?
through stamps. Exactly.
That's
Through
why
what
you know
we-
what? Last time I went to the post office, I was so upset that they were trying to get me to pay for tape. I was like, all I need is some tape. Now you can buy some from $129.
Exactly.
But
all
I
of
get
the
it now.
products
Okay.
that they sell.
So funded.
Exactly.
That's why you gotta pay for every little thing when you go up in
Every
there.
little
Okay,
thing.
okay.
Okay. So they are not, it's not like, they're, we're not paying for them. But even if we were, it's a service that we all use.
Most
Even
people.
without thinking about it, we use the mail. So this is historic that the government is using it politically and seriously trying to sabotage. Not that I feel that they're successful, but they are successful in getting the narrative out there.
Wow.
So that's what's interesting about suppression, because it's not real. But once you put it out there, then you suppress the people from acting because they think it doesn't matter. That's the goal.
Right.
So if you know better, then you say, okay, I hear you talking shit about the USPS, but I'm going to still mail my ballot in, and I'm still going to know that it's going where it's supposed to, because it will. But now there's this narrative out there that makes it suspicious. Exactly. And now you feel less trust in it. And that's how you erode institutions.
Sheesh, come through. Hold on. Let me give Sister Sid
it gets deep.
Let me give Sister Sid.
It gets deep.
Like,
wow. I'm over here just thinking, like, I had just mailed my ballot, and I'm just like, wow, do I need to go to the polls still?
Word.
Like, I'm
nervous. I'm like, is it gonna get lost? Are they about to like manipulate my joint? Like, I don't feel comfortable. I'm gonna do it, but I don't feel comfortable.
I already filled it out and mailed it.
Me
Good.
too. Me too.
And it's gonna get there. And that's my point. Like, it will get there. It will get counted. But they're trying so hard to sow that distrust.
Yes.
So that way you don't even bother doing it.
Right. Or you go and try to vote in person, and then it's like turns
Chaos.
into another situation, because it's like, you already cast your vote through the mail.
Yo.
And see, that is another way that they might try to say their election isn't whatever Trump's going to use. Because if someone gets scared and they're like, well, I'm just going to go vote in person, but you already cast your vote, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. That's
so then that turns into another problem, and then they
gotta count, and then all this. So it really be little games. They be really trying to, like, it's a dirty game out here, folks. We need some real ones up in office. Like, I don't.
Yes, and we will.
Whatever generations it takes, I don't care. We gotta get there.
Yeah, exactly. But the USPS, hold them down, y'all. Make sure you send your grandma a card through them.
I'm gonna buy some stamps. I'm gonna go buy some stamps.
Buy a book of stamps.
And like, go and say hey. If you see your postal worker, say hey to them. Just be like, hey.
You guys can always cop some merch from Carefree Black Girl as well as Broke to Dope, and I will be happy to go to the post office
straight up
any day to send you my merch.
That's
okay,
right.
I love that.
Me too soon, by the way.
Definitely right.
For sure.
I've always relied on the USPS, so this is really crazy that this is happening in front of us.
Scary that could even happen. Like, how is that legal? Like, this is what I be trying to get down to. Like, how is this even technically legal?
It's
like,
not.
Who would have to be like? Could I try to build a case against Donald Trump and sue him? Like, who has to be the person?
You could.
So he's calling the shots here.
Well, so he appointed the Postmaster General.
Okay.
So the Postmaster General is a president appointed position, but you're supposed to appoint someone who's nonpartisan. Like, you're supposed to appoint someone that is not political, doesn't care one way or the other.
Biased,
but of course, he appointed one of his mans.
Of course he did.
He's been doing this whole time, firing people, adding people to the situation, firing people. Like, what?
Exactly.
In front of our faces, and he's just playing like this game.
Exactly.
Like,
so that's why we
face.
can't let him keep doing that, because like he'll keep doing it. I want to punch him too.
He knows his audience though.
I want to knock him clean the fuck out.
He's a businessman. He knows his audience. He
Yeah.
knows who he's marketing to. These country bumpkin people who
use the post office the most.
Now y'all know y'all check your mail every day.
Damn right.
Highlight of
you
the day.
do.
Best part of the day.
You know.
No, you got something coming.
Shoot.
I don't know.
That makes it. That's why a lot of the Republicans were like, "Yo, bro, chill out on this. Like, our voters use the post office.
This ain't gonna work like you think it is."
Oh, and they also
bruh.
were like getting rid of some post boxes.
Okay,
right?
so I learned about that as well.
Okay.
So like I said, my sister is in the post office. So
Shout out to sis at the post office.
indeed,
Yeah.
she's
Source.
also.
And cousin at the Pentagon.
Our source.
Hey.
I don't have a cousin. At the
Oh,
Pentagon.
okay, that'd be cool. I do. Oh, well, I know. So, those blue boxes that started going away. So basically what my sister was saying is, let's say you live in like, you go to Kroger in your neighborhood and you go to the bank and it's all kind of like right there.
Yep.
And let's say there was a blue box at the Kroger, at the bank, at the Chick-fil-A, at the everywhere, right in that little radius. It's not really necessary because now you have a couple pieces of mail over there, a couple pieces of mail over here, when really you could just use one blue box and have all the mail in that area. So that's what they were taking away.
The issue is really the media?
Yes.
As a member of the media, I'm so disappointed. Like,
it's always the media.
They're just like pushing us. Even social media.
Yes.
Like,
because now we make
I'm outraged right now.
Yes. That's why we have to be careful. We are now the media.
Yo. Yeah, I know.
Check your source.
Check your source.
Rule number 1, check your source.
Yeah.
3 times.
Facts.
Don't just follow someone's tweet, okay?
Nah, you really do have to fact check out here because it'd be a lot of jokes, it'd be a lot of like trolling, it'd be a lot of just people purposely trying to people purposely trying to spread false info, like people just be lying for whatever, like
it's real.
It's real out here, man. But yeah, show love to your local USPS. I remember when there used to be like real fine ass postmen.
I see a cutie every once in a while.
Me too, but it ain't like they used to be. There used to be some fine ass mailmen. Like,
short.
Yeah. Okay. And then there'd be some cool ass mail ladies, you know, they all nice and sweet.
Man, every time I go to the post office by my school, because that's like where I am most during the business week, like, that woman is so rude.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Such an attitude, like such a smart attitude. Like, she does not, like, I'm just like,
trade her out.
You in customer service, please be kind.
They're not respected.
You can just tell when she come in, like when you come in. I've been there multiple times and she just has an attitude every time.
I hate that. Don't work in customer service if you're rude. Like, you obviously don't like servicing people. So.
And back to what we were saying, it's a service, right? So if you don't want a service, don't be in the USPS.
Please service as well. But I'ma still support.
But we fuck with y'all, so.
And if y'all still want to vote by mail, do that. But please vote because we have our first. All right. First black woman vice president candidate.
Yes.
Up in these streets.
South Asian, apparently.
Black and South Asian. She's
considered.
Okay. Multiracial.
Yeah. Interesting. Jamaican dad.
Okay.
And Indian mom.
So Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
Like comma, the punctuation, la. Kamala.
I'm supporting. I'm
supporting.
We don't need Trump. I don't want to have no type of division. I don't need to vote no other way. Exactly. So I'm supporting, but it's like the history behind her and like the stories and just even her running as president herself and that student loan thing that she tried to push was just bull. I'm sorry. I'm going to still support my girl, though.
But that's the thing. So what happens is, this is what politics are, and this is why people get turned off or turn away from it. So, yes, to your point, we got to vote for her because our alternative is
Donald Trump.
And that Pence is the vice president. Like, he's a fucking cyborg. So, with voting, you vote them in. Because they're going to have they're going to be more likely to have your best interest in mind versus the other party. Definitely. That's what it boils down to.
Of course.
So with Kamala, we say, okay, girl, you in there. Now we're saying pass this. And if you don't pass it, if you don't support this, then we don't support you in your next term.
Exactly.
That's how it works. So get her in there.
This is just like a chess move in the grand scheme because honestly, the real deal is our local our local people.
Yes.
Our local parties. That's who we really need to focus on. But right now, we need to get Trump out. We need to get that guy out of here.
Period.
That's the big picture. That's what we
That's
all need
the
to focus
biggest
on.
picture.
Zoom
and
out.
like come together on, because we've seen what's been going on this this year in general. Okay, not just from him being elected, but this year in general, we've had a pandemic. We've pretty much been in a recession. We've pretty much been focusing on a border. Race issues are at an all-time high. Leadership is not there.
Nope.
He does not know what he's not a politician. He is a businessman. We can respect him as a businessman, but he is not president worthy, and we need to make a change.
Because every business move he's making is fucking us. Because it has nothing. It doesn't help us. It helps him. So
literally,
it's like this is the worst that could have happened, minus us going to war. And so we have to really take.
At this point, we are damn near at war.
Exactly. But if
are.
we don't take this opportunity to get him out, he could really bring us to that space of like.
It really will be Civil War 3 up in.
It would be because people
I'm not
would.
exaggerating. Yeah, I really do think that. Because
We
look
can't.
at what's happening right now.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like we're inside of the box, so we can't see it, right? But when we, Lord willing, get past this in the next couple of years, when we look at it, we're like, damn, like we was at war. It's not, we don't got, horses and bows
Tanks
and arrows and
and
shit like that. Like war is different now
Yeah.
in a different landscape. So it's like we dead ass in the middle of a war right now.
Yep.
And again, like you was just saying, if he does get that extra term, it's really going down. And I'm really scared to see what's going to happen.
We cannot go
can't.
into 2021.
And the thing
like this.
is, he can win.
Which
So-
is scary.
Scary. So
Scary.
do not forget that he can and he will if we do not.
If we get caught slipping, if
We
we
don't
get
come
caught
out.
slipping, he will.
Yep.
He will. And like this probably should have been the vote or die campaign. Like if we was gonna
Slip.
bring that back, no bullshit, we should have probably brought that
Real
back. Then.
We thought George Bush was something.
Right.
Y'all. What? I'll take him back in a second.
In
What?
a second.
At this
We
goddamn
thought
point.
George Bush was
We did.
that guy. Now what?
We did. But
What?
it's a learning lesson. But it also wakes up the Republican Party. Because now the Republican Party, the real Republican Party, not the Trump Party,
Right.
the never Trumpers, they realize oh shit, this man's crazy.
Hold up, we didn't even think he was gonna do all this.
Right. And the thing is, Trump extracted the worst from the Republican Party and left the best, if that makes sense.
Wow.
So now the Republicans that just have different views, they truly are just Democrat, meaning they're not this racist, evil
Exactly.
person.
Yeah.
But so it really is caused a division. And, I think I'm glad that he brought it to light. Okay. And so now we all just come together and say, we're going to put this light out. We're putting it out because it's the darkness, really. And so we shine brighter and that goes away. And that's what's going to happen because during the DNC and RNC, which are the last 2 weeks of August.
Are you able to just quickly break down what that is just for somebody who may not be aware?
Absolutely. Because I found out statistically, people that are disengaged in politics do not even watch either of these programs from either party. So the goal of the DNC, which is a Democratic National Convention, is to convince people to vote for your ticket. But what's funny, like I said, is the people that you need to convince don't even really tune in.
Right.
So you end up talking to people that have already made up their mind.
Which is true because when those shoots be going on, I be seeing all my political friends be on the timeline going ham. And I'm like, damn, I should probably tune into this. I'm always doing
I
something.
did not
but
tune in.
yeah. Okay. So,
But
okay,
I
that
did
makes
get the
sense.
clips.
Right. And that is and in this world, that's all you need. Right?
Pretty
If you're
much.
gonna get the important shit.
Pretty much.
So it's 4 nights, and the incumbent, so the person that's in office, goes last. So the DNC, who's trying to take over, goes first. And then the Republican National Convention, the RNC, goes second. And they were drastically different.
Okay.
The DNC, which this is what kind of irritates me about politics and how people view it, is because if you listen, we can enact policy that isn't aligned with what we are all fighting for.
Okay.
And it has been introduced.
Okay.
But
Following.
we are not paying attention to who we're voting for or paying attention to voting in general.
Right.
Got it.
So then we get upset that nothing changes, but the people in office don't change because they're just been in there for years.
And because there's nothing to cause that change because we're not paying attention.
Exactly. So they're just skating by. And that's why when you have someone like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or now a black man, Jamal Bowman, in...
Sorry. Sorry, you said that shit fast, boy. I was like, damn. Go ahead, sis.
Ayo, right? That's what I'm gonna call her. Ayo.
AOC.
Yeah. AOC. Hey, girl.
And now Jamal Bowman, who's a black teacher in New York, who just won his seat. And took over a seat from this crusty old ass white man who was a Democrat, but you don't represent the space that you're representing. You don't even live there. You haven't even lived there. You don't know what's going on.
The teacher?
The
other
person
guy.
that did have his
Yes,
his
okay,
space.
good.
So that's why when people are like, voting doesn't work. No, it works when we pay attention.
But a lot of change has been happening with these seats. Like
Yep.
I've been reading headlines. I've been gone deep, but like a lot of seats have been changed in these. So maybe we do have hope.
Just like you said earlier.
We do have hope.
We do.
No, we definitely do. And I think it's because although we're not where we want to be, we're not where we once were. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we didn't even have the chance to vote. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
so,
Candy.
I think that it's important. So my homegirl, shout out to my homegirl Jazz, she said she said this to me, and I was like, damn, that's right. She was like, imagine like us fighting for something, right? And then our kids are able to do it because of us, and they're like, nah, this shit whack. Wow. How you think our ancestors feel about all those people who fought for the right to vote for us, see us not really paying attention to it? And I get it. There's a lot of distractions going on. That's why there was these boycotts and these strikes in sports and stuff, because we do have other stuff that we should be paying attention to. So I say that to say, like, we have to continue to make sure, like, I want to be knowledgeable so that my kids is knowledgeable, so that way they can spread that information. And we have to just continue to progress and eventually get these people out.
Yeah, because that's what Obama said in his speech last week. So he spoke last week. Michelle Obama spoke. Hillary Clinton spoke. Elizabeth Warren spoke. AOC spoke.
Yes.
5 Republicans fucking spoke at the DNC. Basically saying, like, we don't fuck with Trump. We are voting for Joe Biden.
That's crazy.
So
not crazy, but that's crazy.
Yeah. So we have pulled moderate Republicans into the Democratic tent for this election. Like, that's how important and serious this is. So it's interesting because we can and we will. We just can't get distracted by the suppression campaign that the RNC is running. Right. Because they also, their goal is to get black males and white suburban women. That's the section that they're trying to strip away from the Democratic Party. And they're using the tactic with black men as, you don't have to think just like that, just like everyone else thinks. You can use your own brain. You don't have to be enslaved by the Democratic Party. That's what they're using.
What?
Yes. This motherfucker,
That's some
Tim
whole
Scott.
other reverse psychology, though. That's some whole other reverse psychology.
This motherfucker, Tim Scott, he's the only black Republican senator. he spoke at fucking Donald Trump shit, and he was basically, oh no, that wasn't Tim Scott. That was the motherfucker who hasn't arrested Breonna Taylor.
Oh Lord.
So Daniel, what I can't even call shit. I wish I could call his last name, but his name is Daniel. He's the AG in Kentucky.
We got
He's
that.
the one that we saw in
He
the
was not
pictures
talking.
with the white girl on vacation.
Oh,
he
it
was
was
not
cooling.
talking.
Yo, I was hoping that
He was talking
fake.
at the
That
RNC.
Yes,
that was real.
and he fucking said Breonna Taylor's name.
Whoa,
We gotta
bold.
catch him lacking.
Exactly. He was like the families of Breonna Taylor. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, no.
So it was intentional to have him on.
Yes. And he's this black Republican man who is allegedly representing
Engaged by a white woman. Engaged
black
to a white,
men.
to a white woman.
And that's what they're trying to do. And fucking Tim Scott's dumbass, and he's the one that said something about us being mental slave, enslavement, this bullshit.
On TV?
Yes. Girl, it was wild. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the other good thing about watching things like the conventions, because you see what the other side is being fed. And they're getting fed some crazy ass shit, y'all.
Insane.
They think that Joe Biden's America is going to be scarier than Donald Trump's. That's what they're trying to present. And I'm like, bro, we're in the middle of scary right now in your America.
We're in a pandemic.
Yeah, I was about to say, we have to walk outside with a mask. Like, I can literally walk outside right now and catch a disease. What are you talking about?
And he has done nothing for this. And they never talked about COVID once. Not only did they not talk about, well, they talked about it, but they talked about it in the past tense.
Right.
Like it was over.
This
is my theory.
Right now.
He's going to give us this little another stimulus check around September, October, right before elections. And all these simple-minded people are going to be like, but he gave us a check.
Yes.
And vote for him because, first of all, they're barely really talking about voting right now. They're talking about everything else. So we're distracted. And as soon as we get a little check right before election time, it's just like okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. I know what I'm doing. Like, what? No.
Mind you, we don't have it now because he doesn't want to give it to us. No. And Congress, the Republican Congress, doesn't want to give us our $600 a month that we were getting. So Nika is so fucking right. And they call these things before an election an October surprise.
So it has a name?
Yes.
So this has been a trick before.
Yes.
That's disgusting. See, this, so like if I'm going to be completely transparent,
that's why you don't like politics.
Yes. You know me. We've been around each other for a long time. Yes, that right there. I don't like that because if I'm speaking for somebody who doesn't, who's on the opposite side, right? Like, what the fuck? This is nothing but a game. This is nothing but a game. Like, you like playing games. I'm gonna go do something else. I do not say that to say that y'all should not pay attention because you absolutely should, because they playing these games and we should be aware of what games that they playing. But that's not to say that it don't make me feel some type of way.
Absolutely.
And that's what pisses me off. It's like, y'all really just sitting here playing with people's livelihoods.
Yes.
Like, at the end of the day, that's what y'all doing. It's like, we're not chess pieces for y'all. Like, we're human beings. We have emotions. We have feelings. We have to go through this. We have to live our life and go to the grave. Like, this shit not cool. Like, stop playing with me, yo. Stop playing with me.
Right. And that's so true. And I'm happy you said that because that's how a lot of people feel. But the thing is, not doing anything, they're still playing.
Oh, of course. That's why I said you have to pay attention.
Like,
I say that to say you still got to pay.
So by acting, it's like, oh shit, they're paying attention to us now.
Yeah.
Now it's like,
maybe if we paid more attention, they wouldn't play so many damn games.
Exactly, because we called them the fuck out.
You know what?
Yes.
Just had an epiphany here on this damn podcast.
Because we'd be like, hold up, what now? Oh hell no.
Because like that. So like I had that discussion with my homegirls. Like, you know, that's one of the things that does sometimes stray me away from it because I just feel like it's just. I get so passionate about stuff like this. So once I'm in there, I want to be in there. Like, I'm going to be fighting. I want to be doing, doing a lot. So, So, but I'm definitely trying to do my part. Like I said last podcast, I felt guilty for not being registered to vote, talking about voting and telling people to vote. I got my absentee ballot. I sent my stuff in. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm out here. I'm trying to be a part of that cause that we need. So hopefully everybody else is too. And listen, if you weren't able to get a part of this wave, it's okay. Everybody learns at different paces and times. You know what I'm saying? Like, but try to get on it. You have 4 years to try to get informed, pretty much. And that's what I try to do. Like, I try to see, like, okay, I was kind of slipping last time. I knew we needed to do something, but, let me see what I can learn. Right. So I'm looking forward to see what else I can learn in the next 4 years.
That's why voter registration is so important, because people are, I think it's like 80 in the 80 percentile. If you register that year, you're like way more likely to actually go vote that year. Makes sense. So that's why voter registration is so important, because if you get someone to register in that year, they're going to more likely go vote.
Right.
And so it's not that, and only 1/3 of Americans vote.
Wow. That's nuts. I know we got millions of people in.
We have 330 million people, and only 100-something million people voted in 2016.
So just about, oh my goodness, about 1,100.
Yeah.
Million, rough under that. That's crazy.
Majority of America did not vote.
Did not vote. Doesn't vote.
And you know what? Majority of America would need that, because they're probably disadvantaged.
Exactly.
So that's what I was about to say. So this goes into a whole different conversation that we can have for later, because that goes down to now like laws. So like, they purposely, if we want to get into these games, right? People who are felons can't vote.
Exactly.
Who are mostly felons. Who do they try to get locked up? So, that's probably another reason why we probably should be voting. Our homies can't. Some of our homies can't.
Exactly.
So we gotta hold it down. So
And some of these states like Florida have that on the ballot. You get to vote to say felons get a chance to vote.
That's fire.
Right. So it's a lot of ballots have things that like affect you locally. Yeah. Like even like the idea that you can serve alcohol on Sundays in cities or certain counties. Yeah. That's something people vote on.
Yeah.
They have public meetings. They have notices that people don't pay attention to.
Yep.
I always see the notices about, we have a city meeting about this thing that's about to happen. Go to it. I don't be there.
I don't be there.
But it's just, I think the more, if you just get active one time, I think you'll feel like, okay, I can do this. Like, that's why it needs to be a fucking holiday.
Like, make small changes. You notice a pothole, call the city. You notice this, figure it out. Try to make a difference.
Yeah.
But go
do
vote.
Something.
Go vote.
Right.
Do something.
Because John Lewis, he didn't die. Oh, now he died when he was older, thank God. But he didn't almost die when he was 19 years old, and for nothing. You know what I mean? And he passed away this year. And we have, that is our ancestor. So we can't let him down. And they couldn't. Y'all, I was speaking to my parents, and they couldn't. They're older. They're in their 70s. They couldn't do anything.
They couldn't do half the stuff we can do.
They couldn't do any of the stuff that we could do. And my mom got excited when she was 8 years old that they passed the first portion of the Voting Rights Act. And she came home feeling like a human for the first time.
Ooh, man, that's how not far removed we are from this.
Exactly.
So we have to care, because if we stop caring, it's only gonna get worse as time goes on.
Yep.
Dang, man, that when you put it like that, that's some real perspective right
it's
there.
It's crazy.
Yes.
I talked to both my parents, and my dad, he was an activist, which I didn't know till now, which is funny.
Well, in the blood, clearly.
Yeah. And he created his own student movement on his college campus.
Oh, that's fire.
Wow.
Salute to Pop.
So it's like, this is like, these are my parents that did this stuff.
Right,
like,
right.
this is
right there.
Right there.
One generation removed.
So that's why it's so angering when people say, why are you so mad about something? Because at one point in time, my mom didn't feel like a fucking human. That's why I'm fucking mad about something.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. And I think if we were to put it more into that perspective, maybe more people would feel the inclination to actually go out and do something. And that's why it's cool we have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I again, it's important. We got to get out there. We just can't talk it. We got to walk the walk and talk the talk. Walk it like a talk it. Hey, walk
so
it
go
like
vote.
Go vote. At the end of the day, y'all go vote. That's what we trying to tell you.
Yeah.
If we hopefully that kind of got you to do that, man. But
you know why? 'Cause I'm a boss. I'm bossy. I'm the first girl to scream on the track. I switched up the beat of the drum. That's right. I brought all the boys to the yard, and that's right. I'm the one that's tattooed on his arm. I'm bossy. I'm the one y'all love to hate. I'm the chick that's raised the stakes. I told young Stunner he should switch to apes. I'm back with an 808, 'cause I'm bossy. Ooh.
y'all want to know something?
What's up?
I got my first wax a couple of weeks ago.
Free, girl.
Get free, for real.
I just thought I'd throw that out there.
How was it? How was your experience?
So, like, it was cool. So I was nervous. First of all, waxes, I'm pretty sure they can be a lot more expensive, but it wasn't as expensive as I thought. If I say that.
Sufficient.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was like $100 or something a pop. Like, ain't nobody paying that. So, but I say that to say my first wax was great. Well, not great because it was painful. It hurt, but it was worth it, and I liked it, and I think I'm gonna keep doing it because why not? Yeah, no, I'm not going back.
Yeah, shaving. Oh my god,
I got an ingrown, so that's what forced me because I've been wanting to do it, but again, I was just a little scared of having. It's like your eyebrows; you always have to keep up with it.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, okay, like let me see. So the experience was worth it. I think I can tolerate it, and yeah. So if any girls are out there thinking about trying to, should I do it or not? Do it. Hopefully you have a little pain tolerance, and the lady's nice to you. But yeah,
yes,
I miss getting my lashes done. That's what I missed.
ooh, I don't know
When
if
I had
could
my
do
little
that.
part-time summer job, I was getting my lashes done. That's my self-care.
Really? That's cute. My thing this year has definitely been my nails and my feet. That has been like my new thing. Yeah, I was never.
That's so funny.
Well, one, like I didn't really know about like SNS dips, so like I would always get gel, and like gel is cool, but gel don't last long enough for me. Like I wash dishes, I be doing a lot of stuff with my hands, so like I need the nail polish to be able to last. So once I came across SNS dip, I said, oh, so we can do this. Like this can be a thing. I don't feel like I'm wasting my money, basically. Like I felt like I was wasting my money beforehand, so I get it, and it just feels good. I was in the massage chair, like before I came here, I was getting my stuff done. I was in the massage chair. I'm all sore too, so I'm like, ooh, this feels great. She was massaging my calves and getting my toes.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so yeah,
I love
so
it.
sorry. So yeah, just a little segment there. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
So y'all, I love it because you're getting free. Okay,
we have to.
Exploring yourself.
I have to. We have to out here, man. It's fun. It's fun becoming a woman. And I'm very, like, I'm such a tomboy. So, like, doing some of these things is probably surprising to certain people. But, like, I'm still feminine at the end of the day. So, like, this is stuff that I want to be doing. But, yeah, it's
Same,
like,
I feel you.
it's a part of womanhood, I feel like. And I like being a woman. I enjoy being a woman.
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, but go on with it.
Yo, is it? Are you kidding me?
To us, yeah. So we are coming here with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey. The earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. Bust a toast for the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored. Then only said the road and we go on with the road.
Right, so we're getting free, and I'm going to do a card pull for us so we can take this into the next month. This is the energy that's surrounding everyone that is listening to this podcast right now. And so however this resonates for you, just take that in and let's get started. So what's crazy is I got 3 really significant energetic cards, and this energy that was pulled is going to actually be seeing us through for probably to the end of the year. So the first card that came through is the Magician, which I love this card. The Magician is the ability to manifest. And as you manifest what you're wanting, know that you're not doing it on your own. You are connected to Source, and that is how these things are happening. You're connected to God. Okay, when I say Source, that's God. So however you see that big, beautiful energy, it can be the universe, it can be spirit, it can be Source, it can be whatever. That energy that you know is big, know that when you're manifesting your goals, the more you're connected with that, the more apt it's going to come true, okay? And whatever you're wanting, just know, put it out there. Put it out there and do it. The next thing that came through is the moon, okay? The moon energy is all about our intuition and being women. The moon is represented by women, feminine energy, and it's our intuition. It's got this sense of like, I just love the moon. Honestly, it's one of my favorites.
Yo, I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt
No,
you,
you're
but
good.
the moon is like one of my favorite. I love a good, beautiful full moon. I will sit out there and
Yes.
stare at it all night.
Yes.
So that's why I was happy when you said moon. Yes,
And
come on, girl.
And with that, using the moon to manifest is really a great source and like a thing to do. So going back to the Magician card, that's how they connect. So use the moon to manifest. Use your intuition. Listen to yourself. What is it that you want? What is it that you just keeps popping in your head? Listen to that. And our last card is the Empress, which is the embodiment of being a woman. So the fact that these cards came out is so crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So the Empress.
I have a question afterwards. Don't let me forget, please.
Yeah, most def. So the Empress is actually the energy of the Magician and the High Priestess together. And what's weird about how all these 3 cards came out, the High Priestess energy also represents intuition. So the fact that the moon came out and it's a feminine energy, the Empress is the culmination of being the magician and using your intuition. And it's also it's the creator. So tap into your creative energy. Tap into creating something. She's the mother. She's the nurturer. And it's also about action. So now is the time to use your intuition to manifest and do it in action. Don't just do it idly. Don't do it passively. Make little steps towards your goals and you will get to where you're going. Yes.
Ooh, come through,
That was
Sid.
a channel.
Listen, that was dope.
Beautiful.
I
receive it.
Yeah, I receive it. I accept. I take all of that, and it's stars don't lie. That's kind of just been my new favorite phrase to say when I just feel like things just
line up.
Line up, and you broke that down so beautifully.
Yes.
And I feel like as the cards play out, right, it just kind of showed that the stars don't lie. And is that like kind of a snippet of what you do when you sit down with people?
Yep.
Okay.
That
That's
is.
beautiful. That's beautiful. So if you like how that sounded and you want to experience that one-on-one, come holler at our girl, man.
Sure.
Nah, that
Definitely.
was dope.
I resonate with it so much because I feel like lately I just been thinking, what am I not doing? Am I not being more active towards the things I need to do? Like, I have these goals, So I was just like, you say action, you say that. I'm like, for sure. That's what my mind has literally been on lately.
Which is
like
your intuition.
I need to be more active. Like I know that I'm doing things passively, and they may be successful, and people may perceive them as like, oh, they're great, but I could really be more active because I've been having certain ideas for so long, like since the start of this whole quarantine. And it's like, why am I not acting on these ideas? Why am I not like pushing forward? You are so right.
That is amazing.
Shout out to Cidnee in her tarot reading.
So we're about
Right
to pretty
there.
much give her a review live because I can totally agree.
Testimonial
Testimonial right now
already.
because so I can literally show y'all because I literally tweeted the other day. I have a burner account and I need one, but I have one, and I tweeted that I as a DJ, like, I want to do something else with my creativity. So like I'm at the point where like I want to start making beats. Like if I feel a certain way, I want to translate that into sound.
Love it.
And I feel like I'm somewhat bored with my creativity. Not that I'm bored with DJing. Don't ever get that twisted. But I'm just also a very creative person, a highly creative person, I like to think of. So like I've been like, how can I'm feeling creative. What can I do with it? Like I want to use this energy. Like I want to, because I also believe that we have creative cycles. So like I want to capitalize on my cycle while it's here, because there's going to be a time where I'm not going to want to create. I'm just not going to be in that mood. That's my time to soak in. So the next time it's time to create, I can.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, when you said that, I was like, damn. And then that whole action piece, it's like I'm the action to get to my creativity, and how can I be able to display that and express that, and you know, with work and just other you know, the kick out, and how can I bring that to Atlanta, like all these different things, you know what I'm saying? So, and then the intuition, I have other things going on. So yes, you on it, you on the money, baby. And I hope everybody listening kind of felt the same way. If you did, definitely let us know. Please
because
let us know.
And the last thing I'll say is the moon is the woman, and it represents the womb. So that is how, you know, our cycle is in a 28-day cycle, just like the moon cycle. It's on the same cycle. And it's wild because I'm in alignment with the full moon. Like I have my cycle when the full moon is happening.
I know somebody like that.
I used to, but mine changed. I used to.
And that's an indication that there's an alignment that needs to be shifted. Not that everyone needs to be on the same cycle,
Right,
of course,
right.
but it's cool because exactly what you're saying, Candy, about sometimes you don't feel creative.
Oh, but I am on a new moon.
Yes.
Ooh, oh, that's cool.
Every new moon is coming. Oh, that's why we always feel so refreshed.
Yes, and each moon has a different meaning behind it. So when you were saying that sometimes you get in creative like stunts and you don't feel like creating
plateaus,
I bet you if you paid attention to those times, it would be in like the waning moon.
I will, because I usually be paying attention when it's about to be a full moon. Like I don't really,
you can see it.
Yeah, that's what I be looking for. Like, come on now, baby. Okay.
Yeah.
So I actually will, by the time we record our next podcast, I'm pretty sure that should come about.
Yeah,
and
it'll be like another cycle.
Yeah, we'll kind of see what my energy is like, and I'll definitely report back. I want to ask you, Virgo, so is that sign itself, do you know, I'm sorry, I'm putting you on the spot. Do you know if it's a feminine or a masculine sign?
It's a feminine sign.
Okay, so when you were saying all of that, that's kind of what my other thought process was. I'm like, okay, it's Virgo season. Since Virgo season has hit, I've definitely felt more just
girly.
Yeah, in a sense, for sure.
And just like you're getting your nails done today, that's a service that's you're having done on yourself.
Right.
Virgo is the sign of service. It's a sign of helping. Like it's a helping, so you're helping yourself or you're helping others, or it's that type of energy. But it's also very, like you said, feminine and very nurturing.
I was hoping you said that because I'm about to capitalize off of that great word.
Yeah.
You ain't a lie.
Yeah.
Because I've been feeling like decluttering ever since. Like, I've been feeling very homey and like mushy. I've been saying, I'm like, yo, I've been waking up feeling hella mushy.
Are
I've been
Virgos flirty?
decluttering.
Virgos are flirty.
Because I've been feeling
Virgos
very
are
flirty.
so flirty, but they're very
They be flaky
they're very
though.
smart with their flirty.
Baby, they are flirty,
Yeah.
but they be like.
I've been feeling very flirtatious.
It's that in decluttering, we're all about organization. We want to organize.
Yeah,
we want
yeah,
things
yeah,
to be in order.
Yeah.
So this is a great time to
I've been going
declutter,
ham.
to organize, and to just because as we go into Libra season, that's when we're really expressing our beauty and getting
the fourth quarter is
and
coming
becoming that balance. But Virgo's like it's the last of the earth signs in the cycle, and so it's a very fluid. So it's a mutable sign, which means it changes, and so it picks up a lot on what's happening around us, and it expresses itself differently season to season. So that's something to think about too. But
That's interesting.
love it. Okay, you guys let us know if we want to do like an astrological section, because that would be cute.
Listen, please. I would love to definitely
The girls
do
are
that.
into it.
Yeah, I know I am. And like I said, the stars don't lie.
And we need like real,
As above, so below.
real deal like sources. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these people be telling us some whack stuff just
a
because
lot of
they
those
are
facts
popular
wow.
or whatever. So
Right.
yes, we both resonated with your message here. I'm
We
sure
did, we
others
did.
will in different ways.
Yes.
So like,
Very cool.
yeah, these are things I've been like thinking about like for days. So it's cool.
Love it.
And it feel like sometimes I cry, 'cause I feel so good to be alive. And there's not a doubt inside my mind that you're still here, right here by my side. Take some rain with my sunshine. Take some rain with my sunshine. I'll take some rain with my sunshine. Take it easy, simple like summertime.
I know that Carefree Black Girl is going to Savannah.
Yeah, so
One of
you
my
know,
favorite
of
spooky
course,
towns.
This year it has just been crazy with Corona, and we have not been able to go on tour. So this is going to be the only stop of the tour. Of course, we're going to be social distancing, wearing our masks, and we're not really out there just to like be hype. But we are. Our message this year is just kind of giving back to the community. We're gonna be giving away some school supplies for the students out there, also laptops. If you guys would like to donate or to this movement right now of getting the students these laptops, because we are in like the digital era, you can go to the Carefree Black Girl Twitter, CFBG Pod, where the GoFundMe link is there. You guys can support that. We are going to give away 10 laptops, 5 in Savannah and 5 out. So if you can support September 12th at Lake Maya, we're going to be in Savannah, the only stop of the 2020 year tour. We've missing so many dates, and I wish we could go so many places, but
Savannah's boss. I love Savannah.
That's yeah. It's still community, and it's great. It's
my
Georgia.
favorite place.
I
Truly,
like Savannah.
Truly, it is. I need to come down there because I love it. It's one of the most haunted cities in America.
I really be trying to. Nah, I wanna. Well, I do.
It is spooky.
I haven't been on the tours. Like I kind of want to go, but I kind of don't.
But I also know that Savannah is like a
I
very
like the spooky
black
stuff.
oriented town too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like so.
I definitely know
because
for
of
that.
the coast, like obviously, like that's where the coast where people were unfortunately forced to come here, and a lot of them are still there from when they were brought here, and their family and their lineages are. So Savannah's a cool space, man.
Yes, it's dope.
Yeah,
So that's
definitely
Quanda's
pull up.
hometown, our producer. And what she describes it as is like a small town but a big city. So like a lot of people know each other, but it is still huge. It's a huge space. So yeah. It's dope that we were going to be able to stop there. And of course, like I said, we're going to be like social distancing. It's free, open to the public. Bring
Safety
all
first.
ages. All ages. We need the kiddies to come
Bring out the mini Carefree Black Girls.
so that they can get their free school supplies. School is starting
Fuck
back,
it.
and even though it's digital, they do still need pencils, papers, pads, like everything. They need
Notebooks.
all the supplies.
Fact, though.
So please be sure to either donate or definitely come out and support. All the details are on the Twitter, CareFreeBlackGirl, CFBG Pod. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I never knew there was a love like this before. Never had someone to show me a love like this before.
What y'all gonna be jamming to down there?
Ooh.
Okay, I can tell y'all right now that I've just been listening to Mulatto. Queen, she just dropped her album. I've been playing that on repeat.
Big Lotto. Ain't that her thing?
I've been playing that on repeat. You know, Atlanta Southside one time.
One time. Hey, I'm kind of happy Atlanta got a female rapper in the mix, though. I'm not gonna hold you, like, because there's a lot of rappers right now.
She said she's the first Atlanta spitter really to get Atlanta female rapper
It's true.
to get a plaque.
It's true. If
And
we think
you
about
know
it,
what? There really hasn't. I mean, we had like
Diamond,
Shauna,
from Crime.
Diamond.
Shauna's
not even from
she's
here.
From Chicago.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's from Chicago. That's why I'm like, she got a point. Like, that's what I'm
Honestly,
saying. Like,
there
we
really
never
hasn't been a woman.
not to take off. Like, I personally thought that Diamond from Crime Mob had a chance. She had like a little nice mixtape run. Like, I was kind of still like, okay, like when she gon' and it never really happened, unfortunately. So like, we haven't really had a woman.
Is the Brat from
Chicago.
here? I was like, she's not
Wow.
Chicago. Trust me, I'm trying to run through them in my head as we still speaking.
That's
I cannot.
so
That's the
wild.
thing.
Atlanta.
Even from way back, everybody migrated to Atlanta.
New York,
Exactly.
though. But
Yep.
like Nikki
So-
came down here and did her thing,
Yep.
like a whole.
It's like a rite of passage, but ain't nobody coming up
But
from
no.
here.
We
That's
got
weird.
TLC.
Huh? Who?
Yeah,
TLC.
Left Eye.
See, oh,
But they
Okay,
consider them
okay.
they're
But she
a group.
wasn't right. She wasn't a
she wasn't solo.
Right.
They're a
That's
group.
the only thing. So,
No, that
like,
makes sense. Okay,
But
Lotto.
that's even the 90s,
Yeah,
early 2000s.
we overdue. We definitely overdue for a
So,
shorty
wow.
to pop from the city. So yeah,
Shout out to
Big
Mulatto.
Lotto.
Her project is popping. She's
It is.
spitting really hard. She do got a lot of samples and like flips or whatever, but
Love
she
it.
bringing the bars. I'm rocking to it.
But they're good ones. You know how some
Yeah.
people try to
Yes.
use them as cheat codes.
and she put like, you know how people be adding those popular songs on their
Yeah.
project. She added the songs I actually like.
Yeah.
Right.
No hook. That made me a fan. When I was like, listen to that, I was like, girl, you was do that. You, how old are you?
Right,
What?
right,
What?
right,
Yes.
Yeah, she's
So.
cute.
Big Lotto.
Shout out to Melly,
I'm trying to
makeup artist.
think.
I'm also listening to I listened to Rico Nasty just dropped a single.
Did she? Really?
Okay. Oh my
love
God, I wanted to
Rico.
get into it so bad.
Like, okay, after you skip by like the intro, I'm like really into it.
Okay, see, I haven't even gotten past that. It was like when I listened to it the first time, it was a little like, I mean, I know
It's catchy.
Rico, you know what I mean?
And it's
So,
different.
Yes. And that's why I was like, okay, maybe. So let me give it a try because I love her. But it was just it was still a little too loud when I first put it on. Y'all, you know, I'm older now.
You know, okay, I understand
Help
what
me.
you're saying. I haven't listened to it, but I do know what you mean.
iPhone. It's called
Sometimes
iPhone.
you don't be
iPhone.
like.
It's very. I feel when I listen to it, I feel like I'm like immersed into like a video game / anime.
Yes, it's very
So
high
it's
energy.
cool. It's
Yes,
like so cool.
it's very high energy.
But it's not for everybody, and it's not like a club song or like they're gonna put it on the radio. It's like really you in that vibe, you in that vibe. But what y'all listening to?
Honestly, the last thing that made me like, oh my God, was that Reverence with Big Sean and Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, that's that track is fire.
That gave me chills.
That track is fire.
Yeah, like at the end of it, I was like, whoa, what?
I've always rocked with Big Sean.
Me
He's
too.
been very transparent about everything. Like, he's been saying, like, yes, I'm popping, but like, I've been going through some things.
Right.
Going through some things.
This is not all fun and games.
And in this one, he said that him and Janae lost a baby.
I know.
I was like, he's talking about Janae.
I'm like,
Yo, that's why I was like,
no.
ooh. I kind of like hit the little side eye. I was
Right. I wonder how that does feel.
Ooh,
like as the
yeah.
other person, like, did you ask me first?
No. I feel like they definitely had that conversation. Only reason why I can say that so quickly is because when he posted the song, he was posting like merch and she was wearing it, and I feel like they're cool like that, where they would
are
be
they
like,
not together now?
They're back together. It looks like they're back together.
I think they
now.
are.
So that's why I'm like, I feel like he would be like, yo, I wrote this in the song, are you okay with it? Like, I could see him kind of being like that. You know?
Me too. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he seems to be more the good guy than a bad guy.
But you think that he's really talking about Janae?
Yeah, I do. They listen. She got that man tatted on his arm, and they back together. They got 2088. They locked in. Like, I could totally see that happening for sure.
And that makes sense. I mean, she's been kind of giving us some heart wrenching music, but I'm surprised she didn't really. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't go deeply into her album, but she didn't mention it.
I wasn't in the mood for her. Not that her album wasn't good. I just can't relate to some of those songs.
I feel like she would have mentioned that.
But that was the deluxe. I mean, I'm sorry, she came out with the deluxe with the Summer 2020. You didn't like Summer 2020?
I like, not that I didn't like it, but
sample.
like,
I just haven't visited yet.
I haven't. Some of it doesn't have like that replay value.
But she's got a song with Wize on there that's fly and Snoop.
Yeah, I like that
cool
song.
features.
She had some joints on there, but some of it I was like, okay. But yeah.
You know, people's expressions come out differently. It could have been weighing on Big Sean
more than
in a different way.
That's why I'm thinking, like, is it her? Because, you know, he's been with a few high profile women.
He has.
That's true. And oh my God, because Naya passed
away.
Wow.
They were the it couple.
That was something. And
that was actually an intense relationship for him, because she went back to her, like her first love type situation.
Wow.
That's her.
I wasn't even thinking about
got married
that.
After that, yeah.
That's something. That's deep. Like, that's heartbreaking.
Deep.
Kind of. And so
R.I.P. and condolences to their family, of course, for sure. That was definitely an unfortunate situation. But yeah, who else am I? That I ain't gonna hold y'all. I've been like bumping silence as
a DJ.
My bump kind of has been silence. Only because if we're gonna kind of come full circle, if we're talking about you know, some of those cards that you pull, a lot of that stuff kind of has been on my mind. And when that's on my mind, sometimes my thoughts are louder than the music. And like, especially if I just like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I'll try to listen to certain songs, and it's like, I'm not really in the mood for that. So like, I've been bumping like audiobooks, like, okay, I also been bumping Young Dolph. I'm not gonna lie. Let me put that out there. I definitely been bumping some Young Dolph. But for the most part, I've really been just trying to like listen to like audiobooks or podcasts.
Yes.
Or silence. Like that's truly just kind of what it's been for me, just because I've just been having a lot going on within the past like week and a half or so. So, but I did check out Mulatto Project. Candy Raine approved. She got some bangers on there. Definitely did her thing. Something I can revisit, which I'm happy about. And yeah, so that's
valid. That's totally me. Yeah. I'll like a song. You know, like WAP is probably.
Oh yeah.
You know,
of course, that's a given. Now that's a given.
That's the one. I'm like, okay, I'll listen to this
from
again.
the top. Make it drop.
Hey.
Yo, so like I was talking. I wish DJ Khaled would be smart enough to grab, like, think about like if if DJ Khaled had a project coming out and it was all ladies and that was like the leading single,
fire.
Like think about that. Like I said that earlier on Twitter today. I'm like, if DJ Khaled was smart, his next compilation would be the women, like all of these women that are out right now. There's so many fire artists. Like I was easily able to come up with like an 11-piece track list with the intro, outro, and a deluxe. Like I have a deluxe track list that I'm gonna drop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hit her up,
yo,
Khaled.
no, but I just say that to say, like, I love the landscape of music right now. I appreciate that people notice that women are dominating the game in a sense, and not necessarily dominating, but our presence is felt now. Like it's not just one or two girls. Like you can't say, you know, oh, it's this, it's that. Like there's so many different girls for you to like, you know, and talking about
Straight
different
up.
things, and you know, from your Rico Nasties to your Rhapsodies to your Dreezys to your Megans to your
Janae.
Cardis to your Janaes to your
diverse.
City
Flo
Girls
Milli.
to your Flows to the all the dolls. Like there's just so much, you know. But I really like, that's why I need to be where I want to be, because if I had the powers, that's exactly what I would be doing right now, is coming up with something like that. So I just
Make that action.
yeah, it's gonna come. It's coming. We're gonna speak it into manifestation. You dig? But yeah, but there's a lot of bops going on. I'm curious to see what y'all listening to. So like, as a DJ, people are so quick to give me the aux cord. It's like, nah, like you take the aux cord. What do you like? I don't care what you like. What do you listen to?
So true, because that is what you guys spin.
Yeah,
you spin what people are fucking
in
with.
their house naturally. Like
Yep.
that's what I want to play at the function. So
Right.
like, don't give me the damn aux cord. I'm not
Right.
on the turntables right now. Listen to whatever the fuck you want to listen to, as long as it's not like, you know, Troy Ave or Justin Bieber.
That's how. I mean, that is a DJ though.
Like
I
I
miss
have a few
Elbar.
I have a few restrictions in Nav. I'm not really a fan of Nav. I don't throw on no Nav while I'm in the car, bro.
That's so
And
funny. I've been
6ix9ine,
listening to
that
Nas.
shit is
Oh,
dead. Oh yeah, I didn't
be
listen.
selective with the music nowadays.
The Nas is cool, but see, the thing with Nas is like, which has always been my problem with Nas, is that his beats be hit or miss.
So you still didn't like this project with beats? With the beats?
They
No.
were still very Nas beats. Like they were very like, even the Hit Boy record, I'm like, you guys kind of made me feel as if I was gonna get something else. And I didn't. I got
Okay.
Nas. Like,
Okay.
and that's cool because he's a Virgo. Shout out Nasty Nas.
Hey,
Love
man.
him. But like, he's not going to give me like something that I'm gonna be like, oh, I gotta put that Nas on, man.
So I was just about to say that because I like Nas, and growing up, I know him more for his mainstream joints than I do for like his Illmatic and stuff.
Deep
so
cuts.
like, yeah, so like I'm a Nas fan, but like I didn't listen to the project. Like, you know, it's not
Yeah,
something
same.
that I'm gonna go spin.
Understood.
You know, not that I don't want to hear what Nas is talking about, but unless someone's like, yo, you gotta hear this,
Right.
I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything.
And that's been the difference between Nas and Jay-Z.
Because if that
for the
motherfucker drops
longest.
something right now, we're going to listen to it
Yes.
and come back with a review. Right on the spot.
Even though I did hear that Pharrell and Jay song, the Black Entrepreneur, it
I
got
did not
some.
listen.
Okay, so here's the
I
thing.
got it. It didn't make 10
I heard he
seconds
got bad
in my
reviews.
joint. It didn't make 10
Yeah,
seconds
it's
in my
not
phone.
great. And the conversation that I saw was literally cracking me up. But see, what happened is I saw the video.
Oh,
So I
that
was like,
changes
there's a video to it?
perspective.
Oh, the video is. That's how I saw it first. It premiered at midnight, and I was like, "Oh, let me watch this video." The video is completely a different vibe.
See, and that changes.
Like
your
I
view
almost
of the
started
song.
crying while I was watching the video.
What the hell? I gotta go watch this
Yeah,
video.
it's very inspirational.
Okay.
They're shouting us out hardcore. Issa's in that bitch.
Wow.
Like,
You kidding? I
hella
missed this.
people are in
I
that bitch.
missed this.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's like a great video, but the song isn't. So if you don't see them
Song is
together, you're
ass.
like, And
How is
Yeah, and I'm like, it's for real. So I got my headphones on, thinking I'm about to get this fast beat because it's Jay-Z. I said, what the hell is this? Yo, I went as far as coming out of the app. I closed it and reopened it to make sure I played the right song. I put that on everything, bro. Yo, I'm like, nah.
The clowning of this song is next level. It really makes me laugh because I'm like, damn, y'all are right. But I saw the video and it's completely different.
So to all artists that are listening, if you can do a visual and like not just you just know whack visual. Now we all not millionaires, so I'm not expecting you to have the biggest budget, but
You don't
like
have to be. Shout out Queendom.
Right. So put some thought into your videos though, because visuals make a difference. Like when I hear certain songs, I think of the video more than I think of the actual song.
Exactly.
I'm doing stuff that I seen in the video, the dances, the whatever to it. Like visuals are important.
And this is a perfect example.
Yeah,
because y'all are like, you were like, I gotta close the app out and open that bitch back up. Like,
I swear to God, bro. Like, I'm like, nah.
and I'm
that's
watching
not
the video and I'm almost crying. I'm like,
two different perspectives,
Gotta
bro.
watch the video first.
Yeah, but yeah. As someone who did not do,
you know what failed? They thought that their clout and their name status was going to draw people there immediately, and that is not what happened. Because Cardi and Megan can do that because they're women, and people want to see them. If you're like, oh, there's
and
a
the
Pharrell and Jay-Z,
good,
but we didn't know what the song was.
So did,
but it was like, oh snap, y'all have a video. That means I get to see y'all. That means I know y'all gonna be looking good. Like this, like that's the advantage, and that's why like women are the best. So. Period.
Shout out to all the girls working OnlyFans, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. Don't let nobody shame you, mama. Get your shmoney.
I love it. I think it's awesome.
Run it. Run it. If you was going to post your booty for free on the internet anyways, you might as well get $5.99 for it.
Minus swell.
Swell. I'm just saying. So salute to all the OnlyFans, shorty.
It reminds me of, what's that show?
What?
HBO, Zendaya.
Euphoria.
Yeah, Kat when she was doing so I'm like, see, they already desensitized us to it with this, so it's totally normal.
Nuts. Yo, guys, great times, man. Great times.
Season 5,
man, we're here.
We in here.
We live. I'm ready to give it to you. Nika's ready to give it to you. Sid's ready to give it to you.
Shut up.
Haley's ready to give it to you.
Yes.
I'm ready to give you some bars. I'm lying. I'm not giving you bars. I'm playing.
That would be dope though if we could all just like rap ourselves out.
Don't. one freestyle. Maybe on like our last official episode we'll give them some bars.
Girl, I gotta write that down.
We got some time. We'll come together with it for sure, man. But I am curious. I'm dead serious though. I do be wanting to know what y'all are listening to. So make sure y'all holler at us on the Twitter. Use the hashtag CFBG Pod. We talk back to y'all.
Yeah, it's a little fam over here. So we have our little pod, literally. And so like
literally.
So like you're a Carefree Black Girl. Like that is your moniker. You're listening to us. That's who you are, listening to us. So be proud in that. Shout that out.
Shout it out.
And shout out to Quana. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out. And speaking of shouting out, let's get into these girls to watch. We're gonna shout them out, right?
Real quick, one time for the one time. Shout out to Jocelyn Forbes.
Yes,
the
shout out.
intern of the Carefree Black Girl. And she designed our new merch. Shout out to her. The mind, the creativity. We're loving it. And you guys can definitely grab our merch on the Carefree Black Girl website. Also, shout out to Monique Sterling, who designed our new logo. Wow. Yes, I love it. These creative geniuses here, like, they are turning us up. They're Carefree Black Girls. And also, like we said before, shout out to the WNBA.
Yes. Big shout outs to them.
Making a sense.
Yo, our Atlanta team ain't even whack either. We kind of decent out here.
Wow. Okay.
And speaking of the WNBA, real quick, shout out to T. Cooper. She's been getting a lot of talks on Twitter lately. The boys have discovered her, and they are in love.
Okay.
Even some of the girls are in love. She is pretty, and she got a dunk. She got a dunk.
They do got some fun WNBA players. Shout out to y'all.
She got a dunk.
Beauties and brains and
can hoop, baby.
Sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
and with all the shits, we love that. We love a multifaceted woman.
Mm-hmm.
We love a carefree black girl woman.
So y'all keep being carefree out there.
Yes,
and
please.
we will see you on the next episode.
Yeah.
It's your girl Cidnee. You can follow me at Cidnee_rich on Instagram, CIDNEE, and Arcana.atl is where you can book a tarot reading.
Oh, yes. And it is DJ Candy Raine. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. No, don't follow me on Facebook. Well, follow my DJ page, not my real page. But just whatever social media platform you on, definitely follow me. And especially SoundCloud. Come meet me there. I'm going to be uploading some stuff there as well. But again, it's Candy, CandyRaine. Don't you forget it, baby.
And you can follow me at Carpe Nika on Twitter and Instagram. And be sure to follow my blog, Broke to Dope, at Broke to Dope on Twitter and broketodope.com spelled out on Instagram. And y'all, be sure to follow Carefree Black Girl at CFBG Pod on Twitter and CareFreeBlackGirl_Inc. on Instagram. Check out our GoFundMe link again for supporting the Carefree Black Girl Cookout in Savannah. And check out the new merch. Check out our Patreon. Check out all that.
See y'all September 12th.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Savannah.
Savannah, baby. Turn up. And again, happy birthday, sis.
Hey, Virgo season is
It's your birthday.
season.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. We're not playing Drake's Ratchet Happy Birthday, by the way. That song
Let's do
sucks.
Childish Major.
Okay, we'll play that in there for you. We'll throw that in there for you. But yes, y'all, we are out of here. See y'all next episode.
Bye.
Good. Bitch, I'm fine. Make 'em give me brain, make 'em give me Einstein. I walked in the meeting, label seen a $sign. It took a couple M's for me to sign the dotted line. Slim waist with a booty, this nigga dumb if he lose me. This boy think I love him, bitch, I'm Big Lotto, not Susie. Film him eating this coochie, I swear my life is a movie. Walked on nasty with Boosie, and now I got one with Gucci. Cause I'm a very freaky girl, get it from my mama. I'm not with the games, I'm without a drama. Make 'em give me brain in the front seat of the Hummer. Make 'em give me